Welcome to the tutorial series on how to level up your job search game. In the first two sessions, we saw the importance of building your personal brand and how you can create a network and be more visible. Next, we saw how you can create an impressive CV and a compelling cover letter, especially using tools like ChatGPT and other AI tools. In the current session, we are going to look at the importance of creating a compelling portfolio. We'll see what a portfolio is and why it is important to create one, and ultimately how you can create yours. So let's get started. Portfolios are way more than your CV. Portfolio is a showcase of the project that you have done, and it's a visualization of what you can do for your customers or your teams. It's very different from resume because in the resume, you simply write down that you have done a certain task. In a portfolio, you are showcasing that exact task. So let's see how it looks like. Let's search for data analyst or a data scientist. Of course, you can search for any role that interests you and look at their portfolios. I know of a data scientist, Claudia, and I would like to search for her portfolio. So this is how it looks like. By the way, you can have your portfolio as a website. There are many free websites available. One of them is even available as a Google blog. So you can go ahead and look for Google Apps and scroll down to the blog here. Or you can have a PowerPoint or slide deck and save it as a PDF and share it. So it's totally up to you which platform you use. The important thing is that you are able to share it with the audience, you are able to share it with a recruiter or a hiring manager. And I would recommend having it in a form where you can share it as a link rather than having to send a file. So that will actually save space and not to have to send huge bulky PDFs. Also, you'll be able to know when somebody clicks on it. And last but not least, you will be also able to update your portfolio even though you have sent it forward. So it's always a good idea to have it as a link and not just as a fixed PDF. Now, what does a portfolio contains? As I said before, it's an elaboration of your resume in the sense you are not just talking about your achievements, rather you are showcasing that. So let's have a look at this portfolio. We have Claudia, who started with specifying her mission statement. I want to help others to make the right decisions, data-driven decisions. And it's a good idea to have a mission statement of your own, something which becomes part of your personality, it becomes part of your brand. And then when you have that, then your audience will be able to connect with you, it will be resonating with them as well. And now let's look at the services that she's offering. So here she has data analysis, some data analytics, dashboards, front-end web developer, infographics, and advisory as well. Let's quickly check out what do we have under analysis. So here she's talking about a project that she has done, the goal, the results, and the project duration. And it is very sleek and lean. So you don't see a lot of text, you don't see too much of information. It starts with a basic question: how can I optimize the sales funnel? And then there are further questions. So how many visitors does the web shop have and how many orders? There is a one-liner, two-liner explanation, but the point of focus is the graph. And the graph, just like we know, a picture speaks 1,000 words. A graph or a visual is actually going to tell a lot more about this question and the capabilities of you as a data analyst compared to writing a paragraph of text. Then comes in another question and another visualization. Next follows more questions and more visualizations. And are you noticing that these visualizations are not being repeated? So here we see a bar chart, here is an area under the curve chart, then we have a funnel, a flow chart, and we have a column chart and something where we have a column chart combined with some predictions and a line chart. And this is basically the purpose of your portfolio. People are not interested in what about the sales funnel of that web shop. People are interested in what you as a data analyst can do for them. What can Claudia do for me? So I know that she can do this kind of analysis, she can create this kind of visuals, she can take a bigger problem and she can divide it into sub problems and she can answer those sub questions and we can get data based results, and we can get those results in a form that if I am not a data analyst, I can still understand that. Let's look at another service that she has. So, data analytics. So, this is more towards the prediction side as well. Again, you have a goal, you have results, you have project duration, you have the case study, you have the bigger question, which customers are likely to churn, and then there is more details about the prediction. So again, about the age of a person, the number of people in the household. There are some customer characteristics, some behavioral characteristics, on the basis of which she has created some clustered plots and made some predictions. Here is yet another graph, another visualization. And let's look at the dashboard that she has created. So here we have a dashboard which gives us an overall overview of the sales and the margins and overall conversions. Once again, no fluff, no blah blah, not too much text, just a description of the problem and a solution which is a visual. And this is important. Once again, I repeat, you are creating this portfolio to showcase your skills to the hiring manager and to the recruiter. And your purpose is to highlight what you can do for your prospective employer, what you can do for the client. Here we need to be concise and clear and highlight the important points. So avoid putting a lot of stuff on your portfolio. Just because you have created a graph, it should be in the portfolio. That's not true. So be selective and make sure that your data tells a good story. And even if you are not creating a data analyst portfolio or a data science portfolio, it could be another project that you have worked on, a software that you have developed. So you can use some screenshots from there. You can have a flow chart. You can do again some visualizations where you are showcasing what you have done. So it's not just saying that I increased the customer sales from this much percent to that much percent. You are showing how you did that, and this is the purpose of a portfolio. Almost all the fields out there do have some kind of tangible outputs and can generate a portfolio. So whether you are going into UX, UI, or software development or data related stuff, AI, machine learning related stuff, you have the option to create your portfolio and showcase your results. If you are, for example, not in the tech side of things, you can still create your portfolio. For example, if we go back to our LinkedIn examples that we saw, the featured section is actually representing our portfolios. So if I go, for example, to my profile, and I want to, so this is instantly bringing, this becomes my portfolio. So you can see that I can be a public speaker. I am established as a thought leader, as a mentor, as somebody who can get on the stage and teach people. What have I done? I Again, you see a lot of uh, my portfolio items which are related to machine learning solutions in practice, a speech about that, another talk about ethical AI in rapidly evolving landscape, another webinar on Tableau, and so on and so forth. So again, these are evidences that when I say I am an AI and data mentor, you don't have to take my word for it. You can just look at my portfolio, and there are many examples where you see me in action doing what I have been saying that I do. And there are more examples on that. If we look at any other example, you can check out the other portfolios as well. So you can have your portfolio, as I said, as a website. You can create it as a PowerPoint. You can also have it as your LinkedIn profile as well. But it's important to have these elements as a showcase as well. With this, we are at the end of our third module, and here we discussed in detail what is the importance of a compelling portfolio and how to create one. In the next module, we will see how you can ace that interview. Stay tuned.